Salutations, hello, and welcome to today's particular new journey of life. I invite you today, on this particular day of this video project of human existence, and I wanted to create this as an instruction of traveling consciousness of something deeper within of my clarifications and of certain topics that I wanted to speak of, which obviously is, as the title of this video is instructed, as being love me or hate me. And you in life, you have to be your own creation. You have to be the embodiment of everything that channels all throughout your spiritual consciousness, or the collective fire that embodies who you are. And I myself, I have never proclaimed to be in the light, on the left path or the right path, the light or the darkness. I've always been a channeling of coexistence, a unity of bonding between light and darkness, and this shadow in between. And whether you are someone who loves or hates me, I could honest to God care less, considering of my own nature is the provided path that I have bestowed upon myself. The creation of my future and my own freedom of will is everything and everywhere that I have become and will have traveled to, from there to here, from here to there, past to future. I've become everything that I have envisioned in the success of my light. And my light is that of my own to wield and to possess, and to harness that into a deeper sense of mysticism within, a deeper sense of who I have become and who I am to become. And who I have become is that of my own influence, of my own derived inspiration. I'm spending time among the immaculate grace and the artwork and everything that is crafted from the Creator's hands, the hands of perfection in itself or himself. Our divine Creator is a light that brings providence, that exists in a channeling of energy, of consciousness all around us. And I'm spending time here in a fairy garden. I absolutely love it. It's a place in particular I am able to find myself to get away from human civilization, of all the manifestation of corruption. It's a particular place to where I'm able to breathe and to find the purpose of my balance from within. The unraveling, or an awakening if you will, is something that not many of our population have the opportunity, that sacredness or that willingness to unravel or unlock those certain portals within our minds, within the gateways of our of our dormant consciousness. And as such, the purpose of this video, I wanted to clarify whether if you are someone who loves or hates me, I could honest to God care less, considering that I am the celestial being of my own self. Forever will always be loyal to those whom are loyal to me. I have a respect for so little to few to little to next to no human beings, and only a handful of people that actually encircle my respect and admiration. There are those whom derive no amount of respect from my hand, or from me personally. And sorry, hair in my mouth. And I am only but a mere mortal being, besides being a starseed, a consciousness that comes to life, that exists and channels itself throughout my veins, throughout my body, in each day of my life. I've always been who I were meant to become. I've always been my own individual self, and between who I am off camera or behind the lens of a camera, it holds no relevance or significance, considering that I will always embrace my nature and create my own future, and embrace my own free will, and embrace our aspirations and my intentions and our intentions, our sacred purpose to awaken the world around us. The 21st century of human society, of that everyone is still somehow asleep. So whether someone loves me or hates me, I could honest to God care less. I've become the product of myself, the mere reflection of our motivation, our inspiration. This astral traveling that takes me from this dimension into the next reality of dimensions. And I have to embrace my own nature. I channel my deeper consciousness and my spirit into creating videos as this, so I could actually inspire others, to allow them the capability to open their eyes and their consciousness, their third eye, and being able to question everything around them and question themselves in the process. And I create these videos as a way to connect myself with the world around us, in hopes that maybe we actually help to awaken the conscience, the blindfolds of consciousness that primarily still exists today. I remain loyal to those who are closer to our hearts. And my purpose is never to degrade anyone or what have you. I merely, when I do rant videos or certain topics that I would often speak of, it's nothing personal. It's more along the lines of my derived frustration, and how much passion I devote into the concern of humanity's future. And I rant about certain things because, considering that it rages me, it irritates my blood that in my veins in my body, and I only want to see the success of the light to share for all of the world equally. That distribution of awakening of everything that we do on our behalf. And often at times our words fall upon deaf ears, and in our natural perspective, we become angry or irritable or confused in a way. Become the creation of your own selves. Become the creation and the manifestation in which you aspire to see the light that brings about into the world. The future of human civilization rests upon your hands. We each hold our own inspiration, our power of influence. We have our own obligations and our responsibilities, in which how we could inspire each other and of ourselves and the world around us to begin to watch the unraveling of not something negative but something positive. It's more of an awakening. And as far as that's concerned, that is a humanistic terminology, as far as like negative or positive, in which the both elements I do not believe in. If you want to speak upon positive or negative, that's more of a battery of a car. I believe in balance. There exists only light, darkness, and the in-between. Growing up my entire life, I've had numerous oppositions towards me. I've had numerous people in life to judge me for everything in life. However, I, honest to God, do not care less. It's like I said before, it's irrelevant. Considering of I am my own nature, I will always breathe the air of my passions, of our aspirations, and I will go to my grave, to my death, to fulfill my purpose, our purpose, as starseeds, as a chosen handful of a few, of not even less than half the world of population percentage. I will do whatever in my power, what it takes and what's required to have inspired the world around me, to watch it manifest, to grow, to consume itself towards that light. In some people's perspective, the light is the darkness in their eyes. But for me, I find balance in everything that I do for who I am. I'm nowhere near perfect. I've never claimed to be in the realm of that particular perfection. I'm merely a celestial being, continually doing what I aspire to do, to helping the world around me. And everything that I do holds a sacred purpose of something greater than myself. So in essence, I embrace my nature of my individual and spiritual path. I never harm anyone. I simply attempt in every day of my life to bestow my kindness upon everyone equally. Though I've been burned by the flames of others' betrayal from those whom I thought in a misconception of an illusion of friendships. I suffered so much trauma in the past of people's judgments, of people like betrayal, and even despite all this, I still continue to wander throughout the existence of this portal, of this human realm, to aspire myself, to inspire others. I continue to breathe inside the manifestation of this light in order to help others to see this particular path as I have. And what does not kill me actually makes me stronger. So with the judgments of the world around me, it only creates my spoken tongue. It helps me to become stronger in each day of my life. And I myself, I take that investment of pride that I'm still alive and I still create the light that materialized from nothingness to create our channeling and bring it upon into the world of all around us, and even in itself to create the fires and the embers of nothingness. The fires that become embers ultimately holds the creation of a new path for the future. And as much like nature all around us, I honor all life. I enjoy the beauty for what it is. I've found myself within it. And within it I've found creation. I've found everything within nature. And while I have found nothing in the light of human species, I have created my own. I will always create my own. I'll create your own light. Thinking about it makes me so emotional, stressed, and just so of people that have failed me all throughout my life, of people who've done nothing but judge me all throughout my life, of those individuals whom had aspired nothing than to watch my collapse, to watch my downfall, to watch me tear myself from within. I will never allow myself the gratification to allow that freedom or opportunity to anyone. To anyone. I've released myself from the prison of my own enslavement, deriving my past or present. I've discovered a light somewhere found deeper in the darkness and the blackness of myself and of others. And there I watch the fires just constantly manifest itself to become something so much more beautiful and alive. A grand masterpiece that allowed me to find my freedom. So thank you to those whom continue to support me, to illustrating your positive support, your support in general. Feel free to subscribe if you should decide to. Please share our videos with others and provide this video a like. And I hope that what I have done have inspired you as I continue to manifest myself, to grow and materialize, to inspire you even more, to create something out of nothing, and ultimately to build upon it. I am of my own being, and you have to accept that. If not, if you so choose to not, then otherwise, so be it. Nothing will ever change me. I intend to only change myself, deriving my own origins of influence. And I will never walk in the shadows of someone else. This is who I am. This is what I believe in. This is what created me. What has been done has created me. And I will always stand within myself. While I'm not perfect by any means, nor will I ever in this human life, I continue to rise as a phoenix. I continue to breathe in the air. I continue to be who I am. And so should you continue to accept me for who I am, I thank you. For those of you who do, you are truly a blessing. And I cannot thank you enough for your support. Farewell, and namaste for now.